winning this tournament.
It's the Petra
It
lead-in.
is the Petra, like you said. He's doing Big Hat! Taza, he's playing Big Hat Lucian.
He's been playing Big Hat all day.
Clear eyes, Big Hats, can't lose.
Can't lose. You're here. Godly's going down at 9. That's what's going to happen.
Hey, I didn't put Godly in my top 3, and I did put Luna in my top 3. Really? I didn't. Wow. I'm telling you, brother.
I had both of them in my top 3.
I mean, if I was a smart person, that's what I would have done.
Well, apparently, you're a smart person, and you're being rewarded for it, right? Because they're both fighting here for 9th. Loser, this is going to be out at 9th, and Luna versus Godly, Big Hat Lucian versus the Petra from Godly. So this isn't totally random. A lot of players got to know Godly on the Petra before he started playing mostly a Surrey during the tail end of 2022.
He picked that up right on the corner. It still had Godly locked in it. Because of that really high movement speed, he was able to get under the stage, get over back to the wall, and he picks up that side signature while those blasters were still floating in the air to help him out, give him that little extra bit of hit stun.
Yeah, that was huge coming out from Luna there. Nice side light and a down light. Godly falls to the Sair to punish Luna drifting back. Can he get the edge guard here? Ground pound would be huge. Sair's not going to spike just enough. The weapon throw almost works with the Nair on the way back while sweating, covers Luna's head, makes it back to the stage. Let's see if he can get an extra credit off of it. He can't. That orb side air will take that stock and evens it up 2-2.
Pretty quick cleanup, but Godly does have about 50 damage on this stock. Weapon spot comes in, Luna grabs it immediately, gets that dare almost instantly, doesn't get the GCD light afterwards, trying to zone out. Oh, that's where he could have some serious potency on that corner guard, is the dare over the corner where Luna cannot reach with Blaster's Nair, but Godly can still hit him.
Ooh, that downlight comes through, falls to that side air. Godly doing so much damage. The down comes through. Little hints of Radish's play style there coming from the orb. And that might be what Godly's trying to capitalize on right now, as he maybe saw, the Sair's coming through, surviving only because of Lucian's low force, makes it back. But I was thinking, orb in general, man, sometimes I'm like, wow, Lucian really just doesn't actually knock out. I'm telling you, like that's back in the day when we would see players having to do like 230 damage per stock, and it was like I thought you were gonna say 230 blaster Sairs.
Well, yeah, if you were playing Lucian, it was basically you were always knocking out with Blaster's side air, and you did so many of them. Like that was Lucian gameplay, was side air, and that was it.
All right, here we go. D-Light recovery coming out from Luna there. And game number 1, Silent Sair. That'll be enough to knock Luna down to 1 stock, and they're keeping this incredibly even here in this game 1 of this best of 5. We were talking about it. It's about as closely matched between these 2 players as can be. 2 sets, 1-1, 5-5 in games. Here we go. Who's going to take the lead temporarily?
So you were mentioning Godly maybe taking a page or 2 out of Radish's book. Hopefully he's not reading it too much, though, because Radish does not have a winning record against Luna. Radish literally cannot beat Luna.
Radish came pretty close to the Royale.
But he didn't do it.
He didn't do it, and then he got double eliminated. That's right. So he's got to have his own little flavor of orb play here to be able to beat Luna. Let's see if he can do it. He's so close. Silent Sider won't knock out just yet. He's a little bit more damage. A Nair here, maybe a falling down air will do it. He's trying to attack on a bit more damage, and Luna's taking advantage of him for it. Qatar's picked up. There's that side air. Okay, Silent Sider will do it now. That didn't even send him off
screen, though. I don't know if a Silent Sider, it might if you pick it up on the edge. I don't know if it'll do it in the middle. And Luna, he's finding the damage. Weapon toss goes high.
He tried to pick it up. He tried to pick it up. That would have been so insane. The neutral signature from Godly takes him off the top, and that's GG. Godly takes game 1 against Luna here in this best of 5.
We saw Luna wiping his forehead right after that. He's sweating IRL. He's got to be sweating in-game. You saw him sweating on the replay right there as well. You are staring down the barrel at Godly here, not for grand finals, not for top 6, for top 8 on the elimination side of the bracket.
Yeah, and like we've said plenty of times, and we'll keep saying it, loser of this matchup gets 9th. Luna doing quite a bit of damage on both of his weapons there, but Godly coming out on top there with that neutral stick at the very end.
So this is where we always talk about Luna can sometimes be a buster in the beginning, but towards the end, that's where he turns it up. That's where that Luna factor really comes into play. We saw it at the Winter Royale in round robin, went 0-3 to Kaina and like 1-3 to Sack. Then all of a sudden, he won every single round robin set after that. Then he went into the top 4, won top 4, gold medal in the event.
Yeah, I think that was an interesting effect. Like, I wasn't really sure if that had to do with the fact that he has got that slow start, or if he knows when the matches matter the most. when he has to be able to bring in
and like I never thought of
that A game. Right, and this matchup already 1 game in the lead of Godly, 2 games away from Godly to be able to have that winning record over Luna and knock him out at 9th place and get into that top 8 side of Dreamhack San Diego and ones, which will be played out tomorrow on Dreamhack Sunday Finals Day.
Godly starting this one out. He grabbed the first 2 weapons in the game. That put Luna a little bit of a disadvantage, definitely in terms of damage, who is now in the orange. Of course, coming in with this big hat, Lucian, clear eyes, full hearts, cannot lose. Gets the dodge right through that ground pound from Godly. That certainly would have ended the stock.
Ooh, and that sidelight comes through. Down air comes from Luna. Can he get even more damage on it? The weapon toss goes all the way up, and Godly dashes forward, dashes back, gets hit by the guitar in the face, and there comes Luna trying to make it back. Godly with the orb, actually.
Oh, exclamation points coming out. Gets the dodge through on that sidelight from Godly. He would have hit the true combo follow-up sidelight side air for the KO. This time it's a sidelight or a side air from the wrong side of the stage, so it's not gonna be the KO. That down air almost caught. That would have been the spike, but no. Godly was too far to the left, found the unarmed side air, got the KO, taking a little bit of a lead here.
Oh, and now that sidelight coming through. Luna trying to go on for the guitar Sair. Godly with the orb. Sidelight gets interrupted. Nice neutral air from Luna, but no recovery. Follow up that weapon throw.
Nice.
Comes after the Nair spike, and he gets the edge guard without taking any damage there on that second stock.
Holding that weapon for just a second before throwing it up. Grabs the guitars, get hits by 2 from Godly, who picks up the gauntlets almost immediately. A 2-piece. Doesn't quite get the turnaround recovery. The dodge came through from Godly, forcing Godly over onto the edge. He gets back to the main platform, hits the dare, no follow-up.
Luna falls, gets hit by that side air from Godly. Side light and air, down air. Godly gets the recovery afterwards. That's 4 clean hits. Now with the orb, goes with the gravity cancel. Side light gets the falling Sair. Luna's so close to being knocked out here, and Godly keeps the board clear of weapons as he charges up a neutral signature. Doesn't get him with off the top, and Luna kicks him away from getting punished, but the neutral light goes the wrong way, and Luna gets hit for it.
Luna doing his best to fight from the back foot here. That's been the story so far in this set here of Luna versus Godly. No way that's going to make a connection, but it doesn't cost Godly virtually anything to throw that out. There's no way Luna can get up around that signature in time to punish, so Godly can throw it out for free and hope that Luna goes into it.
Godly now getting back on the stage. Sidelight, D-light, no follow-up after that. Doesn't get the gravity cancel down light, and that neutral there doesn't lead to anything either. Still really far ahead in the game. Number 2, down tick from Luna from the gravity cancel, though, does cut through. Neutral sig on the second swing makes it so that Luna goes off the left side of the stage, and they even up the stocks 1-1, and a really clutch last hit there on that.
He's been getting these answer back KOs, but the problem is he's just been behind the whole time. So, like, yeah, if he gets it on the first KO, that's great. If he gets in the second KO, that's great. But if he falls on his 3rd KO, you know what happens, Taz. Everyone at home knows what happens. He's done. It doesn't matter how quickly he theoretically could have gotten the answer back after that. Once he runs out of stocks, he's out.
Down airs coming after those down lights. Luna tacking on so much damage with the guitars there. Down light recovery off the top. No, Godly barely holds on. Weapon throw comes forward. I'm surprised he threw the blasters away. I thought he wanted to go for the recovery there. Godly edgeguard scenario does land with the side air. Still has the orb in hand. Can Luna get this knockout, Sparky? There's the Nair. No recovery.
Oh, he's able to jump out of it before touching the ground, so he doesn't get hit by the sidelight. Godly's going to have to find a different way to punish that neutral signature next time.
Gravity cancel sidelight, I suppose.
Yep,
I was
that's going to be the option.
That too. Luna was really baiting him there with that. Side air comes through. Godly picks up the gauntlets. The ground pound connects, and he spikes Luna with the weapon throw. He does, and that is a close match for game number 2. Godly now 1 game away from knocking Luna out at 9th here at Dreamhack San Diego.
That last stock from Luna was very impressive, though. That final stock was much different than stock 1 and 2 from him. He really started to enter into that clutch mode. He started to find that flow state. You saw the bonk on the head there. That took away the first stock. They came in even without taking any damage. Look how even they are here, Tazza. Yeah. Both players last stock red on this. Luna shrunk that lead so well, but it wasn't ultimately enough.
We have another one of those 2 damage from the blasters there coming out, so those weapon throws are the only thing that's happening. And we saw that Luna would pick up the blasters, throw them away immediately, and go over to the guitars, and he made it work almost until the very end there, where Godly was able to get that ground pound in the weapon throw, get the knockout, and on Brawlhalla, go up 2-0. Now we're going to Demon Island here for game number 3, and if Luna loses this, he's out, and Godly moves on to the elimination side of top 8.
He's going to have to hit that reverse 3 here on the Demon Island. Able to grab first 2 weapons, first guitars, then blasters. We've already seen more damage come out from the blasters so far in this game than we saw from all of last game.
Down light, side light, doesn't get the pivot in air. with a jumping down, recovers his head, stops the ground pound with the neutral air on the blasters, and Godly up the right side of the stage. Oh, he falls to the ground pound. Could have been a bait. Okay, he does touch. What exclamation points were coming up, but he makes it back to the stage, and the Nair silent recovery comes through. It does a ton of damage to Luna.
Luna with his guitars. He's able to get away from that neutral signature. Does find a punish. Not going to KO here. It's going to be tough for him to find some KOs, especially in the vertical, on a stronger defense legend while he's playing a low strength legend.
Silent comes through, recovery comes through, that's the knockout off the top, under 50 seconds, Godly up 3-2, 2 more stocks, Sparky, and Luna could be down and out. Godly playing so well here on the Petra, and a good start with the orb, goes to that weapon throw pickup, gets the falling Sair, Luna trying to get that stock off the board with the neutral signatures. Now that we're on Demon Island, it's going to be so much harder for Lucian to knock out.
Yes, going to this stage is very difficult for Luna. He's really, if he goes for the upwards vertical KO, it's going to have to be those recoveries. Even the neutral signature is going to send it 45 degrees, going to be a very long distance until you hit that blast zone. So he's really going to struggle with that on this map, especially with guitars. It's going to take so long.
Oh, and Luna getting hit by that weapon throw forward, hits to the side light, Godly falls to that Sair, goes for the weapon throw, doesn't even come close to hitting Luna with it, but he wants that orb. And now that he's picked it up, several sidelight Sairs, no dodge. I'm surprised Luna doesn't get anything off of that, but the downline sider will send him plenty far away as he gets that combo. And Luna's now evened it up 2-2.
Luna's definitely in the red here, does have his choice of weapons. Going back over to the guitars by juggling those weapons and throwing them towards Godly. 1, he got a hit, 2, he delayed the weapon spawn, but it immediately comes in. Godly swipes those gauntlets out of the air. Nice double nair from Luna. He's going to have to fight back from this amazing lead that Godly has.
Falling nair. Off the side of the stage, Godly go for a ground pound here, give Luna an opportunity for a reversal. 2 exclamation points, could go for 3. The neutral sync catches him as he tries to go around, and Luna's now on tournament stock. Sparky goes down here, and he is out at night.
This map is really just playing towards Godly's strengths and playing so much against Luna's weaknesses. Anytime they're over on the edge, if Godly has gauntlets in his hands, I think we're moments away from finding a Godly stock. He has so much momentum. He has a huge lead here. He's up 2-0. Luna doing his best to fight back as he gets put into the orange on final stock.
Now the Nair's going to come through, falling down here. Luna with no dodge means Godly goes on with the ground pound, and that just baits him into it. And Luna gets a down air weapon throw at a relatively low amount of damage to that knockout. And now Luna's made it evened up and has a chance to bring it to a game 4.
Luna has the weapon advantage, picks up a 2-piece. You see him daring over towards the weapon. He needs to keep that weapon away from Godly. He does. It's a second pair of guitars. He's adding that damage up more, swipes the next weapon spawn, goes back over to the guitars. The flow of Luna's gameplay right now is fantastic.
Now Luna with the Nair, double Nair, side light, gets hit by the sideline side air, another one of those, and he could be going off to an edge guard scenario. The gauntlets have been what Godly's been so successful with here on the edge guard so far, but Luna with 2 Nairs, do a side light, neutral light, recovery. Oh, the recovery doesn't hit, and Godly on the stage gets that Nair to recovery. Can he do it?
Oh, he's going for the other neutral light, the other direction, the recovery. See, you can't knock out that early on this
neutral
map. Luna fights back the last stock from Luna. Some of the most amazing clutch gameplay we have seen. We gotta look at that graph.
Oh, that was fantastic. Bringing that back there, and then the pop off in the camera, and then Godly with the delayed Orion GG. It's like, all right, nice. Making sure that he gets that battle pass credit for the GG at the end of the match.
That was huge. That was literally the game right there. Being able to take that out, like, a little bit after he turned red, rather than having to wait until you do 230 damage, that was really the turnaround that he needed.
Wow, you're right.
Yep, that final stock from Luna.
It was an interesting graph in the sense that, like, the damage peaks got lower and lower, but the longer the stocks lasted got longer and longer, so they were really just taking each other out more efficiently, but both players living a lot longer. And Godly ends up dropping that 3-0. It's now 2-1, and Luna has an opportunity for the reverse 3-0 after a really clutch game 3.
Coach Taylor said it so many times to the Dillon Panthers, Tazza. What did he say? Clear eyes, full hearts.
Big hat.
I got caught up in it. What is it again? Clear eyes, big hats?
You're asking me about anything other than
Clear
video
eyes,
games?
Big hats, can't lose.
All right, well, I got the big hats part right.
You got big hat. I messed it up. Man, I was lost in the sauce, brother.
I was just thinking, what's the one thing you were talking about during that game that could possibly be relevant? Wow, look at that.
Man, what a clutch moment from Luna. This is why we talk about it all the time. This is that special piece of DNA inside of Luna. The doctors looked at it, and it's not actually DNA, Tazza. They looked at it, it's actually LUNA. That's what they said. The scientists said that.
What does that stand for?
I don't know, brother. That's above my pay grade. I'm not that smart into biology and chemistry and cells and stuff.
Hit him Sparky at who is Sparky on Twitter and tell him what LUNA is.
Yeah, tell me what LUNA is. It's not mRNA. Those things are different.
That way we know what he's made of.
I don't know if I want to know what he's made of, man. Oh, nice dare. He hits another dare the other direction.
Oh, but he doesn't get the final nair. Godly barrels his way through with the orb recovery to make it back to the stage. Hits that down air and takes a damage lead despite Luna having a really good opportunity to take a stock lead here in game number 4.
Oh, Luna. So much unanswered damage. Just that neutral air from Godly so far. He does hit the sidelight side air. The fact that he has that as a consistent option really helps Godly out so much. That's going to be one of the reasons he loves to play with that orb. That's why he's been playing so many of these games on the Petra and with the orb in his hands.
Oh, and that guitar snare comes through, weapon throw comes through. Is Godly going to go down here? Luna goes all the way for a new weapon instead of edge guarding because Godly's weapon was still in hand. The side stick gets the knockout. He did it. It's the forbidden move.
He did the Lucian forbidden technology.
I don't know what other move that you hate to see at the ledge that works like that.
Okay, Bodvar hammer DC. That is the most forbidden move. That is the Avada Kedavra of forbidden moves.
The only Stevenator or Magma Bomb.
Yes, literally the only those two players, 100%.
Here we go, game 4, evened up after that side stick coming out from Luna. And Godly falling with that side air, easily punished, but dodges out of the way from the nair. And Luna just fading away from the pivot nair from Godly as he tries to get a really good combo off the bounce on stage. Now Luna going back over the guitars here to fight Godly's gauntlets.
Yeah, that's really been the difference maker in this game so far. It has not been the blasters as of yet. He's been sitting on those guitars and finding so much damage. He's been finding his way in on Godly. He is a little bit behind, but look at the damage. Look at the way he's able to chase and stay like right on top of Godly, sticking to him like glue. His ability to do that is so strong, and his ability to do that is enhanced by playing this loose.
Oh, goes for the down, so gets interrupted by the dare. Godly hitting with those side airs now on the gauntlets. Who's it going to be? Sparky. He's going out first. He stops the side thing to distract the neutral A. Second neutral A, and the neutral signature as a follow-up instead of the recovery.
We know what Coach Taylor says. What does Coach Sparky say? He says clear as big cats can't lose.
Okay.
That's the 3.
It's all 3 of them, so that means Luna can't lose, right?
He can't lose. I don't know. He might lose.
Oh, he might.
He
might.
That
side air comes through, falls with that down air, down light. Oh, no. If the down light connected, he could have gotten so much more off of that, but instead Godly now, he's going to go to the down stick. Luna rides the edge of the wall, which is interesting because, like, the blasts are in the wall, but when you ride the edge of it, when your head goes above the stage, the line of sight activates, so you get those on-stage blasts. A little bit of extra damage, but Godly here, even that down air, just wake up neutral light, 2 neutral lights in the down lights. Luna stopping it with 2 down lights into a nair recovery, and Godly already in orange here in game 4.
Dude, the fact that Godly went up 2-0 by outplaying Luna's guitars into this turnaround adaptation. The weapon toss gets the dodge. Oh, he down airs onto the main platform. Still controlling the weapons here. And he grabs the blasters after they fall. Godly's clear eyes! Big hats! Cannot lose, Tazza! This is the Luna clutch factor!
All right, is this where we see Godly match him in the mirror matchup? That's what I'm wondering, because we're talking about how he had the Lucent. He was playing it earlier in the day. He has the Asuria for those guitars as well, because he's been going full Petra and it was working so well, but the guitars from Luna are completely destroying Godly now. And with that neutral stick taking him off the top, I mean, Luna's on the verge of reverse 3-0 and Godly for 9th.
I really didn't think this was going to happen. Like, we talk about the Luna clutch factor. I understand Luna clutch factor.
I mean, you were literally defining the Luna clutch factor.
But, like, Godly going up 2-0, man, it's still Godly. It's still Godly going up 2-0. This is still so wild. And look at that final stock.
We got to remember, I think... Now, my memory's hazy, so don't be mad about at me for this.
Oh, well, mine's even worse, brother.
I'm pretty sure that this Game 5 scenario against Godly Luna happened at BCX.
Let's see.
And then Godly got the win barely in game number 5. Like, I think the order was 2, then 2, and then Godly got the win. You're double checking right now.
It's gonna take me a second. I'm gonna look at the BCX one first, then we can look at Winter Royale.
Let me just make sure. I don't care what happened in the Royale.
Oh, but that's kind of messed up. I'm
thinking about the LAN. It's fine. Look at the Royale too.
That's messed up. Let's look at the bracket here while we are getting into this next game. Don't worry, folks at home. You are not missing anything. We're gonna look at the final bracket.
Look at those damage numbers at the end there, and that was a really fast amount of damage that Luna was able to do to Godly there. That whole spike in the graph was that guitar string that led to the recovery at the top right of the stage. That's what's in the orange.
Okay, here's the order at BCX when Godly and Luna fought in the elimination finals. Game 1 was Luna. Game 2 and 3 were Godly. then Luna in game 4,
so
and then game 5 and Godly.
All right. It's still a very interesting situation that we got here then, because that's very unique when it comes between these two. And they're really thinking it out here before they go to that game number 5.
I'm going to look up Winter Royale since we haven't gone into the next game.
Okay.
And let's see how that worked in the Winter Royale. Was that in round robin?
Yeah,
Hey, what happened in round robin?
It had to happen in round robin because Godly didn't get out of round robin.
It was, of course, a game 5. It was the exact
same thing.
Oh no, reversed.
It was reversed.
It was reversed. Game 1 this time. Game 1 last time was Luna.
Luna was Lucian there too.
Yeah.
And so last time Godly had played all of Asuri, Petra, and Mordex during that. So
yes.
It looks like he was deciding on the Petra to be the pick to lead into this matchup, but we have a few legends that could possibly come out here from Godly here for game number 5 as he's trying to figure out what he's going to need to be able to beat Luna here in this last situation, right? Winner takes all here. And what do you know, every Godly Luna set has gone to game 5.
Yep.
And so the winner of this is going to have, okay, there's the Mordex. That's what happened in game 5 at the Winter Royale too, but this ended up leading to a loss for Godly, but here he's brought out the sight to fight against Big Hat Lucian here from Luna on Apocalypse in game number 5. Winner of this goes in the top 8. Loser of this is out at 9.
Now, one of the things that's really scary for Godly here is that he has no hat on at all. So it's not even a small hat, it's literally no hat. And we know what Coach Sparky says, that his clear eyes, big hats can't lose. And Lucian, Luna, whatever you want to call him, we might be calling him champion by the end of tomorrow if Godly isn't able to fight back against this.
Recovery
and send Luna packing in 9th place.
Let's see what he does. Down light, kicks him off the side of the stage, goes off for that dash down pivot, ground pound. The Nair catches him out of the recovery. He's sweating, but he falls with the Sarah. The weapon throw forces Godly to fast fall low.
Please don't do that.
Please
don't do that!
What
are you doing, Luna?
And he gets kicked out of the way. Godly steals the gauntlets away from him, picks up a fresh sight, sidelight active input, puts him off the left side of the stage, and that Sarah could edge guard him here. Luna dive kicks right into the weapon throw, and Godly really punishes Luna for going for that slide charge down heavy on arms. That was brutal.
So I think the thing that Luna was thinking was that Godly might spot dodge, thinking it's a D-light over on the corner. He does even up the stock without taking any damage. But I'm thinking Luna was thinking that Godly was thinking that the spot dodge comes out, he has all of the active frames of down heavy unarmed that lasts through the spot dodge and he gets the KO off.
Oh, and now look at Luna going over there on the right, trying to fall with that side lane. Oh no, the neutral lane connects, and Godly with the scythe puts out these side airs, these falling side lights. Okay, no, he nairs the wrong way. That was huge. Luna now getting back on the center of the stage, has the Katars, goes for double nair. So even in damage, neutral light in a nair. Sends him towards the top of the stage, but I think that might have been a down air. Then he platform canceled to a dare. Oh, the stuff recovery. Luna's now on his tournament stock.
That's a massive lead for Godly here. We've seen Luna fight back earlier in this set from a massive damage differential when he was very much in the red on final stock, and Godly wasn't anywhere near there yet. He's gonna have to find a weapon though. He has any hope.
No.
That interrupts the recovery.
He dive kicks
he gets the chase dodge, and he answers back on Godly, getting an early stock.
This is crazy, and Godly's not only defending his tournament run, he's defending Europe, right? If he goes down here, that's no Europe representation in the top 8 of 1v1s at all, and that dive kick unarmed beating Godly's gauntlets means that Luna has brought this back to a dead even game in game number 5.
Gets the side light off of the platform. He's adding up this damage. He started off a little bit behind, over on the edge, gets the priority there, finds these answering hits back. They are so even between these two players. Punishes the landing.
Started. That side light and a neutral light, the nair. Luna's getting only hits and not getting hit back. That nair dodges out of the way. The nair back swing. The neutral swing is absolutely what he's looking for here, but Godly's got him off the side of the stage.
Oh
Sarah
my
puts him on the right. What can he do? The nair hits again in the recovery. Hits it. Luna popping off for that win over Godly. Takes down Godly. Has the winning record, and EU is out of Dreamhack San Diego as Godly is down at 9th in game 5.
I am genuinely flabbergasted at the comeback that Luna just got here on the stage at Dreamhack San Diego. Even the bands in the concert stopped playing so they could watch the result of that set. He went down 0-2 in that set, and it seemed like